Sounds good.
So the announcements are, we have next Friday, Emily Bunch is teaching about stretching tips and like how to get the splits faster or something like that, and it's going to be really cool. And then let's see, Tuesday the 31st, we are having a Utah party. So all of those are all those that are in Utah, sorry, my mind went blank, who are in Utah that would like to come, it's going to be at my house. If you are in Utah and you did not receive an invitation, let me know. So we won't have anything else going on, but it'll just be at my house and we'll just have a lot of fun. So if you're in a different state, you don't have to worry about that. Kayla, any other announcements? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say the reason we're doing it, I might have mentioned this, but I'm actually going to be visiting Utah next week, so you will get to meet both Rochelle and I. So some of you may actually know Rochelle, but you may not have met me. So that is why we're doing it. And I think, again, as always, we're still trying to do the cookbook thing. We tried to do it last year, and it kind of had a little bit of buzz, and then it died, I guess, and we didn't get enough recipes. And so we're pretty close, but we do need just a few more recipes before we can start perfecting everything and compiling it and getting it ready to go. Also, we love it if you submit to our Spark Club newsletter, as we just recently started. And we hope you guys like it. If you ever have any feedback or suggestions about it, just feel free to email us. I think that's it.
Okay, and just so you guys know, the thing that we're going to be together in Utah, this is the first time we've been together since we started the club. But since before we started the club, we haven't seen each other at all in like almost a year and a half. So before we started the club, so we planned it all online. But anyway, I think that's it. So take it away, Keslee.
Okay, thank you. So I'm doing hairstyles, just showing you different types of braiding. And this is my friend Taryn. She's gonna be my lovely assistant and my model. Yes. So I just want to know by show of hands or put it in the chat. Do you know how to do a basic braid? Who knows how to do a braid? Rochelle, Odessa, and Kayla, do you know how to do a braid?
She said yes in the chat box.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. Okay, so who knows how to do a French braid?
I know the basics of it, like ideally how to do it, but I can't say I can do it.
Kind of.
Okay, well, looks like that's where we're going to start. So, if you'll turn so they can see the back of you. We all know a braid is where you split the hair. Can you guys see it, or am I in the way? You split the hair into 3 sections, and you always bring the outside ones in, so left and outside to the middle, outside to middle, outside to middle. So it's like that. So French braid, you start up higher, and you have like half the hair. You can start at the top of the head, but I think for the sake of this class, it'll be easier if we start lower so you can see better. So you take the hair, so you can use that brush. And split it into 3 sections as if you were going to do a regular braid. Guys got that? And you take the left one, go over the middle piece and bring it to the middle, just like you're doing a regular braid. Do the same on the other side. You guys see this? Then you grab a section of hair from the side. And you're going to add it to the piece on the left, so you have more hair added in. You're going to move it over. We should move this to a box so I can see better. Thanks. Let's go get good. this so you can see better. Then you take hair from the other side and add it to this strand. Go over, and you keep doing this all the way down. Keep adding hair. Does anyone not understand this?
When you took it from the right side, you kind of blocked the camera, so we didn't really see what you did. We just saw that you added hair. That's all we saw.
Okay, well, I'll keep doing it. So you add hair to the left side, go over and put it in the middle. Add hair to the right side, so this is what it looks like. It's the exact same on the right. Add hair, go over. Add hair. And one of the easiest ways to learn is by doing it. So it works best if you do it, like start on someone else. If you start on yourself, your arms will get really tired, but soon enough you'll get stronger and it'll be easy to do it. So just practice, and the more you practice, the better you'll get. I started on Barbie dolls. So you keep adding hair until it's all gone. Then, when you're out of hair, you just braid all the way down. Anyone have any questions? That hair looks so good. Thanks, Kayla. So then you would secure it with a rubber band or an elastic. And this is just the basic French braid, but you can do it in so many different ways. So I'm gonna undo it. You could part your hair and you could do 2 French braids like this, or you could start to the side and do a little one and then put it into a ponytail, or you could even flip your hair upside down and do one from the bottom going up into a bun. It's easier to do the upside down ones on other people than on yourself. So are you guys ready to move on to a different braid, or do you have questions about this one? Ready? Okay, so this next one is a Dutch braid, which it's exact same as a French braid, except upside down. So you start at the top. I'm gonna do this side. That'll be easier for me because my bed's not in the way. Start at the top and split the hair into 3 sections. But this time, instead of taking hair over from the side and into the middle, you take hair under. So you take a strand and go under into the middle. And you go under. And then you add hair just like in the French braid. You add more strands, but you go under. And as you go farther down, you'll start to see that it makes a nice, more prominent. It sticks out from the head more than a French braid. So it just depends on what's easier for you and which looks pretty. I like to switch it up and do French braids and Dutch braids. So you guys can see it's starting to stick out a little bit from the head. And something I like to do with my Dutch braids is pancake them, which when you pancake, you pull strands and it makes it bigger, and it helps if you do it as you go. So you can do a normal Dutch braid or you can pancake your Dutch braid, just depends on what look you're going for. And then go all the way down. And I'm going to grab a rubber band again. Can you hold your hair tight? Thanks. Okay. So I'm going to secure this with an elastic. And that's what the Dutch braid looks like. It's a little different from the French braid. Oh, you have a question, Rochelle? Go ahead.
So, is it basically just like braiding but like backwards? So like you kind of go out instead of going in? Like away from the center and towards it?
Yep, it's backwards. Instead of pulling the hair over into the middle, you just go under the middle.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if you guys want, I got it. Rochelle, I got your question. You can pull the hair a little bit and pancake it, which makes it a little bigger if you guys like that style. So, do you guys understand the Dutch braid? Do you have another question, Rochelle?
Sorry, I just didn't put it down yet.
It's okay. And this is the same as the French braid. You can do two. That's one of my favorite hairstyles is 2 Dutch braids. Or you can take small ones from the side, connect them in the back, put them into a ponytail. There's so many different variations. So let me look at my notes. And another thing you can do, instead of, you know how we added hair to each side? You can also just add hair to one side. This is normally done with smaller braids, like if you start at the top and go around, but it adds a bit of a prominence. And if you do it in, here I'll turn the computer, if you do it in the front, if you start right here and you braid the top hair like this, and you can actually make bangs. They're called Bohemian bangs. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So could you turn around here? Thank you. So this is just like doing a Dutch braid or French braid. It's with the hair in your front. So you pull off a section in front and put the rest into a ponytail. Doesn't matter how the ponytail looks. Then you could choose to start all the way down here, which I think I might, or you can start from your part and have it just be more of a braid other than bangs. So what you do, sorry you can't see, is you make your 3 strands, and I'm going to do a Dutch braid here, so you go under, but the difference is you only grab hair from one side, so the piece of hair that's closest to the top of your head is the only side you're grabbing hair from. So you're going to add hair to that side, pull it over, or pull under. And then the other side, you're just going to not add any hair and just keep braiding here. Then you're going to add more hair to the right side. Left side, no hair added. And when you do Bohemian bangs, you can just leave them and you can pin them behind your ear and have your hair down. Or I like to do them and then put my hair into 2 braids. And you don't have to have it hang on over your forehead like bangs. You can have it on top of your head like that.
Are you braiding or twisting?
I'm braiding. It's hard to see. Here, could you try to get closer to the camera?
Okay.
It looks like a twist because you're only adding hair to one side, so the braid kind of stands out more on one side.
Okay.
It's just hard because there's tiny strands of hair. So you're only adding hair to the right side. That's what makes it look kind of like a twist. Which this is almost like a medieval look, but I think it's cute sometimes. So you add hair to the right side. And no hair to the left side. And I'm almost done. And you can choose to have it come down more on this side. Like you can You see I'm kind of going straight across, but it can come down more, or you can just keep going straight across. Then once I've done all the hair, I just continue a normal braid down, and you can let her hair down. So you can pin it behind your ear, or you can do like 2 braids, but that's what that one looks like. I'll pull it closer. So it's kind of like an on the edge look. So do you guys have any questions about that? I should have asked sooner before I was all the way done. Okay, so that's one of the variations of, you can just add hair to one side and it will make it pop out more than just a normal Dutch braid. I'll undo this. I'll let you have your face back. Okay. So next I'm going to teach you how to do the French twist. So you don't have to turn around. This one is where you take, I'm just going to show you, you take a section of hair and then you just split it in half. So you have 2 sections. So instead of braiding where you have 3, it's more of a twist where you just have 2. Then you're going to twist. You're going to spin your finger and it's going to just twist the hair. And if you do this and you put a rubber band at the end, like I'll just show you what it looks like. If you twist your hair, put a rubber band at the end. It's going to come untwisted. And then it just looks like hair and it's boring. So what you can do is if you twist, you want to twist, say you're twisting away from the computer. So you're twisting away. Then you're going to have your other piece of hair and you're going to twist away from the computer too. You take 2 pieces of hair. Then if you twist them together going towards the computer, so you're twisting away and then one twist towards the computer. And it twisted together in a twist that will stay. So it's kind of trial and error. Sometimes I twist in random directions and it doesn't stay. So just remember that when you twist your first 2 twists, they have to go the same direction. And it usually doesn't matter which direction you twist them together. Then when you put the rubber band in, it won't come untwisted. It'll stay like that. So you can have a close-up of what the twist looks like. And I'm not saying you'll want to twist like that right over your ear. I'm just showing how to make the twist. Do you guys understand? You can even do it like in your own hair. You just take 2, you just twist your hair, twist 2 pieces of hair, twist together. Oh, Rochelle, you have a question?
I just have a comment. I learned this really cool thing. I haven't ever tried it, but I want to try it. It was from this hairstyle video on YouTube where you like make 2 of those twists like that, and then you like twist them together a certain direction. And it looks like a chain link or something like that because they're like locked like this and then like this. Like it looks really cool. So you like 2 of those and then like twist them together one of the ways. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, that I was actually going to show you guys in a second. It does look like a chain link. It looks really cool. So it's easier to do chain link if you have your hair in a ponytail. So there's multiple ways to do the twist. I like to do 2 like down the side, or a ponytail and do a twist. And if you do 2 twists, you can chain them together, which I can show you guys how to do that. And also, I like to, instead of just doing a twist like here, I like to start high. And it's like doing a French braid, but with twisting. So all you do, you break into 2 sections, twist once. So like put the right one over the left one, grab more hair, put the right one over the left one, grab more hair, the right one over the left one. So it just makes a twist kind of on the head. You can see that. Just grab more hair, put the right one over the left one. And then I like to go all the way down and then do the twist like this one. And I can show you guys what the chain link looks like. So could you turn around please, Terry? Mm-hmm. Thanks. So you put your hair in a ponytail. What? No, it's still going. Oh, it's been almost happened. So you have a ponytail. Then you'll split it into 2 sections and don't even worry about that one. So just twist the same direction and twist together opposite directions, which I'm going to need another rubber band for this. Could you hold this, please? Thank you. So you twist the same direction, go over opposite. Okay. So I twisted both when I was doing the 2 strands separately. I twisted them to the right, so I'm going to twist them to the right now. And I only did a few down, but you can see, I'll secure it with an elastic. That, like right here, it looks kind of like chain link, which you guys probably can't see that well because the computer's over there. But here's with just a few rows. And there's the chain link Rochelle was talking about. So I don't know how much more time we'll have, so you guys can vote. Do you want to learn about feathering or fishtails next? Oh, there's some chats, Alex. Yeah, it's called a French twist. You're asking what it's called. Fishtails. Rochelle wants to do fishtails. What do you guys want to do? Feathering? Okay, Odessa, you break the tie. Feathering. Okay, so feathering is really cute. I like this a lot. And it's not like a French braid. You just do it with 1 strand of hair. So I think generally I do 2 braids. Like I do a braid, I feather it, a braid, I feather it. Then I connect it in the back and it looks really cute. But so you guys can see it better, I think I'll just do all of the hair together in 1 braid and show you how to feather that. So actually, that won't work because I'm feathering from 1 side. So I'll just take a section of hair right here and show you guys how to do it. So you start a braid, And you're not going to use any of his other hair the whole time, just this one piece of hair. Can you turn a little bit? Maybe here. I'll come over here. So go over. This is French braiding, not Dutch braiding. Then, after you've gone your 2 times, and this is when you start adding hair if you're doing French braid, what you do is on the one to the strand of hair to the right, you take out a little piece of hair. And you can just let it fall if you're doing it on yourself, or you can have someone hold it. So then you go over on the left. No, you go over on the right because you took out a piece of hair. Then you keep braiding, and then when it's time to go to the right again, you take out a piece of hair, and just a little hair. You want them smaller than the size of the strands themselves. So I have 2 pieces of hair just laying right here. But you keep braiding. Then, now that I have 2 pieces of hair here, I take out a piece of hair, and I'm going to grab the one that's farthest away, and bring it in, and connect it with this hair and braid over. Then drop another piece of hair, grab the one farthest away. So it's like French braiding in the sense that you pick up hair, but it's all from the same braid. As you go, you guys need to see this up close. You drop hair, and then pick up hair. And after you've done this for a while, you can loosen them. So you can go back with your finger and pull out those strands a little bit. And it creates this nice, see there's only 3 strands to pull out right now, but you see it creates that nice cool feathered effect. I don't know if you can see that. So there's the braid right there and then the feathers below. So you just keep doing that as far down as you want to go. You keep adding hair and taking away hair. Do you guys understand this? Do you have any questions? Okay. And then every once in a while you just go back and loosen those hairs. So it looks like that. Then, let's say this is as far down as I want to go. I just add hairs, and instead of taking away, I just keep adding until I'm back to a normal braid again and there's no loose hairs. So I'll loosen those last few. So I like the way it looks. And then I'll just secure it with a tiny elastic rubber band. Then you can either pin it back like that so you see the nice feathers, or you could do the same thing on the other side, just feather on the left side instead of the right side, and connect them in the back, which is what I like to do. And then it's really pretty. And you could feather from both sides, I guess, if you wanted. You would just have to leave strands out on both sides, and then you would have little loops around the edge of your ponytail. So does this one make sense? Do I need to do anything else with this one? Oh, there's more in the chat. So Odessa says she thinks it would be cool to leave the strands out, and you can leave the strands out. It would look like kind of like a waterfall braid if you just wanted to leave the strands out so they would hang down as you go. So that would look cute too if you want to do that, or you can put them in and feather them. So then, let's see. I can show you guys fishtails next then. Is this pulling your hair? You're good. Okay.
Just to let you know, we have about 5 minutes left before the room ends, so just take up as much time as you have, I guess.
Okay. Then I guess, do you want me to spend this time answering any questions you guys have, or do you want me to show you how to do a fishtail? What you do is you break it in the middle, so you have 2 strands, and then you're going to take a little piece of hair from the bottom of one of the strands, so just on the bottom, and you're going to pull it up over that strand and add it to the strand on the right. So you took a little, does that make sense? You're going to pull another piece of hair from under on the right side this time, pull it up over the right, and add it to the left. You guys see that? And you grab another tiny piece from the left, go over, add it to the right. And it's hard to get these to be tight. They like to be loose. Take from the right, add to the left. And you can do big pieces of hair, but tinier ones look prettier. At least that's what I think. Take a tiny piece, because if you do bigger strands, it looks more like a normal braid. So reach from the bottom, and be sure not to grab strands you already brought over from the other side, because then they'll get really short really fast, like from all the going over. So you take a piece of hair from the left one, go over the left, add to the right, and you just do the same thing over and over again, and pretty soon it'll start to look like a fishtail. So what gives it this look is all the tiny hairs are crossing in the middle, and they give it a nice look like a mermaid tail. Which you can do 1 fishtail, 2 fishtails. You can have half your hair up and just do a tiny fishtail and have the rest of your hair down. So does this one make sense to you guys?
Makes sense to me. That's cool.
Okay. And then you would just go all the way down, which they take a long time because you take tiny hairs. But yeah, that's what the fishtail looks like. So there were 2 others I was going to show you guys, but I don't know if you'll have time for the starburst braid. It's really cute, one of my favorite, but that one takes a long time. And this other one, do we think we have time for one more? Or do you think that should be the end?
The room is going to end in about 2.5 minutes, but if we wanted to, we could log out and then log back in and keep working on it and have full time again. If you wanted to. Doesn't matter to me.
Well, I think this will be good enough. I hope you guys learned some new hairstyles, and really it's all about choosing. It doesn't have to be the same thing. You can do it however you want. Instead of just having French braid, you can do it from the side, like a Katniss braid, or do whatever you want. Be creative. And I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed the class. Any questions? Otherwise, we're done.